What's up, S&K family? How are y'all doing today? Hope everybody having a good day, good night, good evening. You know, some of y'all might be in different places. We never know. Well, today our video is going to be about moving tips. Like, y'all just know from the other live that we told y'all we moved from Virginia to Texas. So now Steph is going to tell y'all, give you a little tip. What you got, girl?
Alright, as you know, we moved all the way from Richmond, Virginia to the DFW area in Texas. That is a whole whopping 1,300 miles away, door to door. Ask me how I know. We drove door to door. Okay, so the first tip that I have for moving that far is to make sure you purge your belongings as soon as you know you are moving. So the stuff that you're like, I should probably sell that, sell it. The stuff that you're like, I haven't used this purse in 2 years, donate it, sell it, toss it if it's in awful condition, whatever. Start purging. I cannot stress that enough. That purging is essential. Absolutely essential. Purge your spouse if you need to.
Try and see how that happens.
Anywho, so keep your essentials that you know that you're going to use out. Easily accessible, labeled in a suitcase. The stuff that you know that you're going to be looking for in the first month or so, have that handy. Conversely, the stuff that you know that you're not going to use because maybe you're moving in the summertime and your winter stuff and you don't really need it, go ahead and pack that up and get that out of the way and pack a little bit each day. And then also make sure you label your stuff well. That is my first little tidbit of the day. Purge and label your stuff. The reason why we're giving you this advice is because we did not do that. I think we grossly underestimated the amount of stuff we had until it actually came down to the wire, and just stuff was just haphazardly thrown in boxes wherever it was. So sometimes you have odd stuff that doesn't quite go together. As you open a box, it's like, ooh, Christmas. And the boxes aren't labeled well, so we really don't know what's in these boxes until we go to open them. We did manage to find our stuff, cooking stuff, most of our clothes. And we're still looking for some stuff. So that is my tidbit of advice. Make sure you purge and label.
So my tip is do your research. Like, research everything you're going to need for this move. Down to, like, if you know the area you want to move to, we found a locator. Found somebody in that area. The locator will do your research for you. You let them know your price range, your beginning and ending price range, your amenities that you want, and they'll do that for you, and they'll come back with some places. One good thing that we did do is, if you can afford to go out to the place you want to move to check it out, like even after she gave us some places, we was able to go visit and check it out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing. Save. Have a separate account. You know, as you're researching, you're gonna know what you need to move. Decide if you decide that you're gonna drive. While you're purging, when you get down to it, you're gonna know about what size truck you need, because we had to switch trucks because we underestimated how much stuff we had.
Yep.
So, like, and that wasted time and a lot of time.
Yep.
And cost us a little more money. So, know up front what size truck you need. Know how much stuff you have. You know, and just be prepared. Prepare. You know, preparation is the key to success in anything that you do. Like, you know, we knew we wanted to move. We was excited to move, but we wasn't prepared. We didn't prepare like we should.
Nope.
So that's why we're doing this video. You know,
trying to spare you the heartache.
Yes. You know, we learn from others' mistakes, and we want to try to learn from our mistakes. Now that we're here, we're getting things done, and, you know, slowly but surely. But had we did Steph's tip plus my tip better, more efficient, we would have been in a better space now. Because we've been here 2 months, we would have been in a lot better space.
Probably been packed by now.
Yeah.
I just wish somebody had let us know about the moving truck not going the speed limit, especially if a vehicle's attached. I didn't know. And all the research that I did didn't let me know that. All the people we spoke to didn't fail to mention that. They're like, how long is your ride? I'm like, 19 hours. They're like, You should have been like, no. We didn't know. So that'd be my tip. Oh yeah, prepare. Like, make sure you give yourself time to properly pack and prepare. Um, my last day was Wednesday. Hers was that Tuesday, and then the following Monday, I started a new job here in Texas. That did not allow much time to get down here, considering we told you it should have been a 19-hour trip turned into 30 something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly how many hours. I don't want to
38.
think about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so double the amount of time it was supposed to get here. And then I would also allow for time to stay, like a hotel stay. Probably for that length of a drive. We initially had one. What should have been our midway point, but it took us so long to get there, we ended up having to cancel it because like we're going to get there 4 a.m. There's what's the point in that? So we just kind of forego it. And so I'd make sure that you allow time for that.
And also, I would recommend making sure you take off enough time. Like, if you know you're moving, like ours was kind of a quick, short move.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we knew we wanted to move, but things happened and it flowed how it should have flowed, but it was just quickly.
Yeah.
And didn't give us a whole lot of time to prepare. But if you know you're moving and you have time, save up enough time to take off probably about a week, maybe 2 on the front end to pack up. But also, if you're going to drive, make sure you take some time off too. Don't, like, there was a quick turnaround. Like she said, we got here on a Friday, so we were literally still tired from all that driving.
Friday night, almost Saturday morning. Saturday morning,
pretty much.
Still had to go get a shower, and had to go get stuff
that morning. And then all we had was Sunday, and she was at work Monday.
Yeah.
And I went to work the latter part of the week.
Yeah.
So we were still tired. So give yourself time to relax and rest. That, you know, if you had do that cushion, you'll be good to be able to take off on the front end and start your job a little later on the back end.
Yeah, I regret that. Everybody's like, "You're gonna do that?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm leaving when I get up."
Yeah.
I don't recommend that either.
Yeah.
For certain.
Yeah, we moved on fumes. We drove on fumes.
We didn't stop and get rest
like we should have.
And that brings us to our last tip: is to make sure you take care of you. You are the most important factor in this. You can't go on without you. So it's very important that you take time to make sure that you are well rested, that you're not stressed out. All the things just to make sure that you're healthy mentally and physically. Like she said, we started the trip on fumes, continued the trip on fumes, and we got in and we were dog tired. What we did, I would not recommend it. It was essentially dangerous, just because of the lack of sleep, doing that much driving after you're already tired, and then not stopping because we had to forego our room. Not stopping properly, I would not recommend that. I'd say we are very fortunate that we made it here safely in one piece with no accidents. But I personally wouldn't do it again, and so I would not recommend that you do that either.
Yeah, so that's all our tips for moving. Like, we learned.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I don't regret the move at all. Yeah. I just regret how some of the choices that we made, the things that we didn't know to prepare for to get here. I do make some regrets in that regards. Make sure you hire your mover. We actually had somebody volunteer to help us. I think their intentions were good, but they actually ended up doing more harm than good because they were essentially, I wouldn't say useless because I would say useless. They helped a little bit. Yeah, but they left us with a lot
versus our mover that we used previous to move. Right. They would have moved everything and we'd have been done. Yeah. And they probably could have fit everything in that first truck we had because they would have known how to maneuver it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because we had a lot of space on that bigger truck. Mm-hmm. Once we got everything in, we had a lot of space. So you're right. So that hire movers.
Like, you know, you will learn who you can count on when you're moving, when you start a business, have a baby, get married.
Yep.
Those are big 4 episodes in your life where you know who got your back.
Absolutely.
We had to leave some stuff behind. We went back and got some stuff, and now we still got a little bit more stuff. Mm-hmm. So we had a friend, you know, like my brother, who we called up. He was like, "I got you, sis." He went up. We left the key, went and got our stuff, put it in storage for us, took care of it, looked out.
Yeah, he found a good deal too.
Yeah, he found a good deal for us. So we're grateful. We have I call it a straight line, but it's our straight line. It's our, that people got our back. So that's pretty much all.
Mm.
Like those are the big major
things
that will save you a lot of headache and heartache.
Yep. And if you have any, comment below. Let us know some things that you learned that we could use for our next move if we ever move that far again. I kind of like it here, so maybe we won't. We'll see where life takes us. If you had told me at the beginning of this year I'd be moving halfway across the country, I'd have thought you were crazy. So
yeah, share with us some of your tips that help you. Or if you experience some of the same things we experienced, like, girl, I experienced the same thing. You right. Just share. We want to hear your feedback. We want to hear what you got to say.
Mm-hmm.
We love interaction. We love connecting with others.
Absolutely.
Anything else, my love?
Nope. Go ahead, end your video like we end every video.
You are the master of your destiny. You control your future. Do something daily to get you closer to your goals. We love you from S&K.
Bye.
Bye.